What's up, guys? This is FS Machewski, and I'm back with another video. Today, I'm going to be explaining why I chose the Navy and why I just chose like the military in general as like a career that I want to pursue. So, let's start. Okay. Well, first I'm gonna get into why I chose the military. I chose the military because honestly, as I was getting close to graduating, I was just like, I don't know exactly what I want to do. I know I don't want to go to college. I know I didn't want to do that. There really wasn't anything in college I really wanted to go to do. So I started thinking. That's when I started thinking like, alright, I'm about to join the military, and so now I was like Navy, Air Force, Marines, Army. Already I kind of like just got rid of like marked out like the Marines and Army. Nothing against them. It's just like that definitely would not have been for me. Definitely not. So now I guess I can explain why I chose the Navy. So I chose the Navy because I like the thought of like traveling, and like I'm not claustrophobic or anything, so like I liked honestly the thought of being on a ship and just the Navy life. I don't have any like family that was ever in the Navy or anything. Not, at least not that I know of. I have a cousin that was in the Marines, and my stepdad was in the Army. But besides that, really nobody else in my family that was like in the military. Also, like a friend of mine that I have, very close friend. He's in the Marines. Pretty sure he's a private first class in Marines. I think he just made 1 year. But so now we're down to Navy and Air Force. Why did I choose the Navy over the Air Force? Honestly, because like it wasn't because like the Air Force, and you hear like the Air Force being the easiest, whatever. But I have respect for all the airmen. It's just honestly looking into it wasn't really something I wanted to like be in there. You know, yeah, it wasn't something I want to be in. But so yeah, that's basically the reason I chose the military, because honestly didn't know what I wanted to be do after high school. So I was like, I contacted a recruiter. Or no, I did not contact a recruiter. No, a recruiter actually came to my high school, and the counselor came in, and she was like, "Does anybody want to join the military?" And I was sitting there like, I already knew I was gonna be joining the Navy, so I asked her. I was like, "What branch is in?" And she said the Navy, and I was like, "Oh, okay." So I actually said yeah, and she was like, "Yeah," and I was like, "Yeah." So she took me to the guy's like booth or whatever, and met up the guy. He gave me this little sheet that had me like write down like some basic information so that he could call me like the next day or a few days after that. So that's what I did. Went back in class, wrote down all my information, handed it back like 5 minutes or whatever minutes later, and yeah, just handed it in to him. I asked him there. I was kind of like, I don't know, I wasn't like shy, but I felt like I didn't really have that many questions to ask him like right in the middle of the gym. So I was just like, I asked him maybe like a few questions, just went back to class. Called me a few days later, got stuff rolling. Made a date for me to come into the office. He asked me like 4 basic questions just to see like, I don't know, where like he kind of asked me like 4 questions that would be on the ASVAB. I'm pretty sure I got them all right, and he just asked me like a lot of like yes or no questions about like, questions like, have you ever broken like a bone? I think, do you have asthma? Questions like that. But yeah, that was just like the day before, or the few days before I actually went into like the office. So we made a date to go into the office. Well, this was supposed to just be why I joined the Navy, but I might as well tie in this whole like leading up to like whatever. But so I don't know how many days it really was like after the like call that I actually went to the office, but I went into the office. Did he pick me up? Yeah, I think he did actually pick me up. So I went to my recruiter's office. He had me. Well, I was comfortable because it was just me and him, face to face. So I asked him honestly a few more questions. Like he asked me like, "Do you have a job in mind?" And yeah, and I at then, because I'll tell you what happened honestly like later as we go on. But initially, when I went to the recruiting office, I wanted to be an MA, Master at Arms, and he was like, "Cool, cool." And then he asked me like, "Why are you interested in being like MA?" I think he did. And I told him like I was interested in law enforcement and like pursuing like something like that when I got out of the Navy. And he was like, "Cool, cool." So he had me take this practice like ASVAB, the what was it called? NASIS or something like that. NASIS, I think, something like that. If you know, comment down and below. I think it was NASIS, like a practice ASVAB. But honestly, I don't think I did good on the practice ASVAB, to be honest. Like I think I failed it, to be honest. But he was like, "That's okay. Um, there's like you can practice, try to do like better for your actual ASVAB." And I was like, "Yeah, definitely." I'm trying to think how many times I actually went into the office before I actually went up to MEPS. I'm not really sure. I know like there he had me do like the yes or no, the whole, how you have like the 4 whole sheets about the yes no questions. Do you have this, do you have that, has all like your medical things that you gotta do yes or no on. I checked no on everything because honestly I actually grew up without like having any medical problems, didn't have no asthma, and like haven't broke any bones, like nothing real crazy. The only thing is like I had this little scar on my elbow that I had to tell him about, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I guess it was big enough where he had to tell like his, I don't know if it was his higher up or whatever. But I guess it was big enough where he had to tell somebody about it. But it wasn't ever a problem. So I know I went into like the recruiter's office a few more times to do like a few more things. I'm gonna like fast forward a little bit. Honestly, next. So this is what happened. Like my recruiter like was texting me like, "Are you good to go to MEPS next week?" And I was like, "Yeah, I gotta ask my mom because I was still in school during the time." I was like, "I gotta ask my mom if I can miss those 2 days of school because it was like, yeah, it was 2 days I would have to miss." And I went home. He dropped me off from the recruiter's office, and I asked my mom, and at first she was not into letting me go for whatever reason. Boy, let me tell you how mad how mad. I was like, "Mom, you already know I've been talking to the recruiter. You know this is what I want to be, what I've been planning on doing, and I don't know if it's because I don't." She just had the power to say no, so she was like, "No, you're not going. You're not missing school." Cause she had like the thought like I was gonna go right to the Navy and not actually like walk on a stage and get my diploma or whatever, but I actually am. Like we're like I'm just talking about before she actually knew this. So she tried to make something like up like where you're not going if you're not gonna be walking across the stage and all that. So she didn't let me go, so I had to text my crew like, "No, she did not let me go." He was like, "Why? What happened?" And I was like, "My mom, she doesn't like the idea of me going to she doesn't even really like the thought about the Navy anymore." And he was like, "What?" And I was like, "Yeah, but 2 days of me convincing my mom that yes, I'm gonna walk across the stage and please let me go. This is what I want to do. But I don't know, something popped up. But I don't even know if I got that much time. But I'm gonna hurry up. So honestly, I convinced my mom to let me go. So my recruiter set up a date for me to go to MEPS, and so I'm gonna put like the story of MEPS in a whole different story. But the recruiter that I actually went initially met at the high school and did all paper with, it was not the recruiter that actually took me to MEPS. It was, I think, because they said like recruiting's like different now, where they do like they like switch. I don't know if you guys are like in the process of like being in the Navy or like at the same stage that I'm in. Did you guys like have to like switch? Because it was like one recruiter did like recruited me, did all of the paperwork, and then one like was the one that actually took me to MEPS and did all that. And then there was another recruiter after that you had to like be with. That's the one that's like at DEP and then deals with you. So there's really, honestly, I had three. I honestly don't keep in touch with the other two recruiters because I just the one that that I had to check in with at DEP is like the main one now that I have to like do your check-in text and stuff on Mondays and stuff. But I'm gonna get into MEPS and DEP in another video. This was just me explaining like my process of like joining and why I joined. So kind of a quick video. We're almost at 12 minutes, but yeah, basically quick. Just me explaining that. So yeah, I'm gonna explain in the next video about MEPS, and I can get into DEP. And then I won't really have that much until I honestly get out of boot camp. But I'm still gonna come out with like more videos. You guys can comment down ideas. What else? Honestly, I'm gonna just leave whatever I gotta say next in the next video when I talk about MEPS. That was an experience. But yeah, we're gonna get into the next video. As of now, that's it. It's your boy FS Mashevsky, and oh yeah, I don't think I explained what FS Mashevsky, but if you're going in Navy, future sailor, FS Mashevsky, because I haven't made it through boot camp yet, so just future sailor. Now, when I get out, it's just gonna be Side Mashevsky, you know, feel me? But yeah, we out here. That's it. I'm out.